yourself behind if I but call your name? Will you care for cruel and kind and never be the same? Will you risk the hostile stare should your life attract or scare? Will you let me answer prayer in you and you in me?
The gift of music in our lives is a blessing, enabling us to minister to many people throughout our married life.
Everyone's called to share their gifts and talents to build up the kingdom on earth.
This week in the book of Deuteronomy, we are presented with Moses sharing the law. And Moses says to the people, the law is not on the other side of the sea. The law is not found up in heaven, but the law is in our mouths and in our hearts. And it's up to us to internalize that law and to live it out. In this very well-known story, the Good Samaritan is walking down this dangerous road from Jerusalem to Jericho. And he finds this man bleeding on the side of the road. And already the priest and the Levite have neglected the man and they have continued walking. There may be nobody else around for miles. And he stops, shares his charity, shares himself, risks his life. Yet it's completely anonymous, it's unknown, it's unseen.
In the song, we're reminded to help when no one's there to witness our help. Would you kiss the leper clean and do such as this unseen? And I think that's really important because a lot of people today want their good to be on Facebook. You know, there's a lot of good out there, but it's broadcast. Are we prepared to do good unseen?
That kind of offers us the opportunity to consider who is the leper today. Who are we willing to hug? Who are we willing to help them by kissing their pain away? Are we willing to take that stand, to do something that's unconventional in our society?
I mean, Pope Francis, in his first Holy Thursday service, broke with tradition. He didn't wash the feet of men. He went to a prison, and he washed the feet of prisoners, and he washed the feet of women, and he washed the feet of non-Christians, and he washed the feet of refugees. Which, you know, one might consider these are breaking of laws, but he was showing love.
Maybe there really isn't like a law per se. You know, maybe it's a guideline, but it's up to each of us to look at it and say, is this the loving thing to do at this time? So at the end of the day, how can we open our eyes? How can we clear away the fog, get rid of the preconceived notions that we all have, and to see those in need with eyes of love, to see the homeless, to help them to become less invisible, to see the LGBTQ community, to see those suffering from addictions, the prisoners, those suffering with mental illness, and to be the face of Christ to all of those people.
Right. How can we be like the Samaritan? Are we afraid to risk hostile stares and go against perhaps contemporary laws and unwritten rules that tell us what to do?
To return to our human nature, to be the good people we were called to be.
Will you leave yourself behind if I but call your name?